Good morning. Today is March the 7th. We will be reading out of 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 5 and 6. For when we were come into Macedonia, our flesh had no rest, but we were troubled on every side. Without were fightings, and within were fears. Nevertheless, God, that comforteth those that are cast down, comforted us by the coming of Titus. Why is it that God leads us in this way, allowing such strong and constant pressure on us? One of his purposes is to show us his all-sufficient strength and grace more effectively than if we were free from difficulties and trials. We have this treasure in jars of clay to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. You can read about this in 2 Corinthians 4:7. Another purpose is to bring us a greater awareness of our dependence on Him. God is constantly trying to teach us how dependent we are on Him, that we are held completely by His hand and reliant on His care alone. This is exactly where Jesus Himself stood and where He desires us to stand. We must stand not with self-made strength, but always leaning upon Him. And our stand must exhibit a trust that would never dare to take even one step alone. This will teach us to trust Him more. There is no way to learn of faith except through trials. They are God's school of faith, and it is much better for us to learn to trust Him than to live a life of enjoyment. And once the lesson of faith has been learned, it is an everlasting possession and an eternal fortune gained. Yet without trusting God, great riches will leave us in poverty. There's a poem here. Why must I weep when others sing? To test the deeps of suffering. Why must I work while others rest? To spend my strength at God's request. Why must I lose while others gain? To understand defeat's sharp pain. Why must this lot of life be mine, when that which fairer seems is thine? Because God knows what plans for me will blossom in eternity. Again, I pray this message today has blessed you. I pray He bless your day. I pray the Lord Jesus Christ is with you through your struggles, because He is. I just pray He helps you realize that, and me realize that. We learn every day. We have to learn through every struggle that yes, indeed, He is with us. He's with us through every single one. He will never leave you and never forsake you. So I pray you have a very blessed day in the Lord Jesus Christ.